World War III may be for us just like a fairy tale that will never happen. But, if you see what is posted today, the possibility of going there is quite large. Conflicts that occur such as in the Middle East as well as several nuclear tests by countries in the world, seem to reinforce the impression that the worst war was imminent. Russia and America, these two countries are often thought to be the main axis if World War III really happened. These two countries are the world's largest military power and have a great influence as well. Both are at odds, then there will be a global conflict. Then, when it comes to strength, which one is superior to these two superpowers? Russian and American land forces have a balanced strength. Sure, on the one hand the United States is superior, but on the other hand Russia wins. As for the active army, for example, the US is far superior to Russia. According to Globalfirepower, the United States has around 1.4 million troops while Russia has only around 766,000 people. The number of U.S. troops might be superior, but on the other hand Russia won a landslide victory. For example, about the number of tanks, America has only recorded 8,848 units, while Russia has 15,298 tanks. By weighing each of these advantages, then we can say that on land both have the same strength, aka balanced. United States excels in space, but Russia is also no less scary. The matter of United States air power wins from Russia. According to Globalfirepower, America has recorded a lot of air defense equipment with an amount that is not kidding. For example, 2,300 fighter planes, 957 combat helicopters, and tens of thousands of other aircraft. Russia itself also has a large number of planes, but not as many as the United States. Although not superior in number, but it is a big mistake if America underestimates Russian air power. It's no secret that their air fleet is also frightening and not kidding. Call it the T-50 which is staying will defeat the F-35, or their Tupolev aircraft which is the most massive bomber in the world. America also excels at sea, but Russia is not lust Gahar. Talking about sea power, it is clear that the US is the more favored. The reason is none other than because America has more sea fleets. Starting from submarines, destroyer ships, and aircraft carriers, the US won a pretty landslide number from Russia. Although superior to quantity, Russia must also not be underestimated. As we know, Russia also has a deadly sea fleet. For example, submarines. Russia is suspected of storing secret weapons in almost all divers' defense equipment, not to mention the aircraft carrier. Even though Russia only has one, but the ship named Kuznetsov was fiercely fierce, especially with regard to weaponry and also maneuvers that were more sophisticated than all US aircraft carriers. Ballistic nuclear missiles, Russia is superior. If there is a confrontation between the United States and Russia, it is clear that each of them will not only rely on the army and its defense equipment, but also ballistic missiles. Russia turns out to be superior to the United States. Not only from the amount but also technology. Russia in recent years has been very busy developing ballistic missiles. No wonder that today Russia has more than 10 active ballistic missiles. The SS-18 is dubbed the deadliest of all Russian ballistic missiles. This one does not only have terrible warheads but is also equipped with advanced technology. One of them is sidewinding, which is a kind of swerving movement to avoid anti-missile weapons. It is estimated that if Russia fired this SS-18, the US would not be able to deflect it. The explosive power itself is more than 10 times the Hiroshima bomb. Chinese support makes Russia superior. The war between the United States and Russia will clearly widen and drag many other countries. The United States itself is likely to be supported by NATO, while Russia might be supported by friendly countries like China, Iran, or maybe North Korea. The thing that is of concern here is of course China. The reason is none other than because this country has a military which is also great. China is the third strongest country in the world with extraordinary military power. Russia and China will certainly be a deadly duet that makes America a loss, even though it is fully supported by NATO. In fact, China itself was already tough enough to have to fight the US alone. Like this, the power struggle of the United States and Russia, each of which has its own advantages. In conclusion, between these two countries the possibility of winning is Russia. Alutsista and soldiers may they lose, but Russia has more ballistic rockets and is supported by China, which is no less great. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.